Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be giving you my sort of first impressions after using it, sort of review of the Too Faced chocolate bar palette, which I recently purchased from Mecca Maxima in Sydney. So let's jump into it. So as I mentioned in my previous video, this palette features 16 absolutely amazing shades. They look like this. So there's a real variety in this palette, and that is what I love about it the most. Second thing I love about it is the smell. It smells like chocolate, and who doesn't want that really? I mean, that's amazing. So my first impressions of this palette, when I first saw it, to be honest, I wasn't very interested in it. I thought that's not really going to be a palette that I would want to purchase, and I was sort of not interested. So I ended up picking up the Naked 3 palette. And if you haven't seen it before, which I'm sure you have, the Naked 3 palette just looks like this. And this one features sort of a range of rose goldy shades like that. And they're sort of all kind of nude shades, which I guess is why they call it naked. I've definitely got like sparkle and everything, and there's definitely a range in there, but I wouldn't say that this palette has everything that I would need to create all the looks that I might want. And also because I'm starting to get more into makeup, I want something I can sort of experiment more with, and I want to be able to do different looks. So this palette isn't going to have everything that I need, so that's why I then started looking at other palettes. So then I decided to go back and look at the chocolate bar palette again, and on second look it seemed a bit more appealing to me. And then as I read the reviews and looked at some looks on YouTube and on the internet, I thought I really want to get this palette actually. So I am going to swatch all these shades for you so you can see what they look like. So these are really highly pigmented and really gorgeous shades, and I thought I would just take you through them just in case you haven't seen them, and I'll tell you what I think of all of these shades. So the first one is Gilded Ganache, and it is an olive green glitter shade, just like this. I absolutely love this because it's something a little bit different. So I think it's still very wearable even though it's green. It's not very obviously green, it's just sort of got a green sort of goldy fleck through it, and yeah, I think it's really wearable and beautiful. So this is definitely one of my favorites. I haven't actually worn it anywhere yet, but I've been trying out a few looks, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be using this one ASAP because I love it. Next cab off the rank is a matte shade, and it is White Chocolate. So it's just a very white shade. I think the only thing I'm really going to be using this for is probably to put down as a base for the other colors to make them show up more and be more pigmented. I don't really use white for anything. I can't think at the moment what I might use it for, but maybe I'll have a look on YouTube and on blogs and stuff and see if there's something I can do with it. But I think it's going to make a really good base, so I would probably prime my eyelids and then apply this and then apply a brighter color, and it would just help to intensify the color. So that's probably what I'll use that one for. Next up is Milk Chocolate, and this is just a matte brown. I've been using this one as a crease color. I really like this shade. It's just a really standard nice brown color. Milk Chocolate pretty much sums it up. Next we have Black Forest Truffle, and this one is sort of a very pretty dark purple shade. This is really, really beautiful. I love the shimmer in this, and I love the color in this. I think I'll be using this one a lot. Next we have Triple Fudge. This one is a really, really dark brown, and I've been using this one to darken out the outer corners, and it's just a really nice matte dark brown shade. The next one we've got is Salted Caramel, and this one is, sorry, I've still got the last one there. This one is Salted Caramel, and it's sort of got like a pinkish shade to it almost, sort of like maybe even orangey, pinky, salmony. I don't know how to explain these things, but it's a beautiful, beautiful shade. I use this as my crease color for almost all the looks I've created so far using this palette. It's just a beautiful matte, and I just adore this color. It's absolutely freaking stunning. The next shade I'll show you is Marzipan, and this is my absolute favorite hands down in the palette. This is the most buttery, beautiful, shimmery eyeshadow I've ever used in my entire life, and it's showing up on camera as very pink, but it's actually sort of more like a, it kind of is pinkish. It's sort of like a champagne mixed with pink. This is beautiful, and I've been using this as for the inner half of my eye when I do a ombre look, and it's really stunning. Like, absolutely, look at that, it looks like metal. It's beautiful. I love this shade. Next we've got Semi Sweet. This one is another brown, and it's sort of in between Triple Fudge and Milk Chocolate. It's just another sort of matte brown shade. I've been also using this as a crease color. It's just a really pretty medium brown shade. Next up we have a shade that I'm really not keen on, which is Strawberry Bonbon. This is a baby pink type shade and it's matte. I don't really know what I would use this for. Again, I might be able to look something up on the internet and get some inspiration, but I don't really like this shade. It's not my favorite. It is pretty, it's not really my thing. Now we have Candied Violet. This is another one of my absolute favorites. I've been using this in conjunction with Marzipan, and I've been using Milk Chocolate and Salted Caramel to create sort of ombre looks. I really like this color. It's just sort of got a subtle shimmer. When it's on the lid, it's a lot more subtle than it is coming up on my hand. But you can always use some Fix Plus or eye drops to intensify the color. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful purple. It's not too purple, so it's not like rah purple, but yeah, it's just really pretty, quite subtle if you want it to be, or you can intensify it, which I like. Yeah, really love this one. Now we have Amaretto. This one is a really beautiful sort of mauvey burgundy-ish red, and it's just a really shimmery shade. This one's really beautiful and I think I'll be using this a lot. I just haven't quite nutted out how to do red looks. I feel like sometimes it can be a bit overpowering, especially because I've got very light brows, so I'm just sort of figuring out what I can do with this shade, but it's just a really pretty shimmer and I really like it. Next I have Hazelnut, and this is another really beautiful shimmery shade which I've been using as an all over lid colour when I do just a single colour look, which I do sometimes if I'm just popping out for dinner or something and I just want something on. I'll just plop it onto my lid and sort of blend it out and just wear one colour. I don't do that very often, but sometimes I do, and this is the colour that I've been going for when I do that. It's really pretty. This one is a really gorgeous gold shimmery colour. This one I think I'm going to do a halo or ombre look with gilded ganache. I think the green and gold would work really well together and look really pretty, but also I think this would be just a really nice all over lid colour. It would probably mix really well with maybe Milk Chocolate as a crease colour, and yeah, I think this could create some seriously pretty looks. It's very pigmented and very beautiful. Next up I've got, I think it's pronounced like Haute Chocolate, like Haute Couture. I don't know how to pronounce things. I'm from Australia, okay? Sorry. Anyway, this is the colour on the bottom, and I've just put it with hazelnut so you can see the difference. So they're quite similar really, but this one's obviously sort of more of a brown, and this one's almost like more of a mauve tone really. But yeah, I've been using the colour Haute Chocolate, this one here, to intensify my outer corner. That's what I've been using this one for the most, but you could also do that as an overall lid colour. It would look really pretty, and yeah, I just really like this. I just wanted to show the comparison because they're both brown and they're both quite similar but not. Next I have Cherry Cordial, and that is this one down here. This is just a really pretty red shimmery colour again, and I have put it up against Amaretto so you can see the difference there. So this one's basically just lighter and this one's darker, so I'd probably use that one all over the lid, and I might use Black Forest Truffle in the middle as a shimmer if I was doing a halo, and then I'd probably use that to just intensify the outer corner. I just had a thought as well, which is that I think Black Heart from the Naked palette would probably work really well with those two shades. I know this isn't a video about the Naked palette and I keep bringing up the Naked palette, but I'm just thinking as I talk, sorry. Okay, last but not least we have Champagne Truffle. This is one of the less pigmented shades in the palette. I'm not really sure what I would call this, but I would definitely use this one as an inner corner highlight, and that's probably about it, to be honest. I'm not too sure what else I would use this one for, but it is really pretty, so it's definitely a beautiful inner corner highlight. And I don't know if you could use it as like a cheek highlight. I don't know about that stuff yet. I'm still learning, but yeah, that's that shade. So those are all the shades in the Chocolate Bar palette. As I said, I think it gives a really good range. It's got your matte shades, it's got plenty of matte shades, which is something that's sometimes lacking in the Naked palettes and other palettes that I've seen. So it's definitely got a good range of mattes. It's definitely got a good range of shimmers and then glitters, and it's really pretty. Yeah, I really love this palette. So do I think it's worth the $78 that I paid for it? Yes, I absolutely adore this palette. This is probably my new favorite. Even though I still love my Naked palette, I probably love this more just because it's more versatile, I feel. and I can do so many looks with it. The colours that I've tried all really suit me so far, and I'm really loving this. So there's shades in here that you can wear for every day, and there's shades in here that you can wear like clubbing or going out, shades in here that you can wear for dinner. I just feel like it's really versatile, it's really pretty, and I definitely 100% recommend that you go and pick this one up. So I hope you liked this video, I hope you found it informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a little comment below, and let me know what you think of the chocolate bar palette, or whether you've got any other palettes that you'd like to recommend to me, because I'm still on the hunt for a few more. I think I might get the original Naked palette at some point in my life. I've just spent like a crazy amount of money on all kinds of eyeshadow and lipstick and makeup of all kinds, and all those brushes that you can see back there. Sorry, I just knocked my camera. Also, if you're wondering what I am wearing on my lips, this is the Jean Queen by Lipstick Queen that I picked up the other week. I showed it in an earlier video, and this is what it looks like on. So I'm really loving this at the moment. It's really like an intense pink for me. I don't normally go this pink, but I think it looks really nice, and it is so nice to apply. It's so smooth. It's just like buttery and beautiful to apply. So loving this, and definitely would recommend that too. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!